On September 2nd, the heartbreaking image of Alan, a Syrian boy washed ashore in Turkey, produced an almost overwhelming public response. 5 days previously, the bodies of a number of African infants were washed ashore on a beach off of Zawara, Libya. Yet the images of these little black bodies never received an international audience, and their deaths went largely unnoticed. The image of Alan forced David Cameron to announce that the UK would take
20,000 Syrian refugees.
Since then, he has been hugging children in Lebanese refugee camps, highlighting their plight, while gallantly calling to resolve it through, wait for it, more airstrikes. But the government's stance has only become slightly more humane for a tiny proportion of people in desperate need. In fact, Cameron's only mention of Africa was a promise to create a return path back to the nightmares many of the refugees are fleeing. This valuing of one life over another starts before the refugees even come to shore. Black Africans are often kept locked below deck on smugglers' boats. They are the ones most likely to suffocate, choke to death on toxic fumes, or drown during capsizing. This is partly because sub-Saharan Africans often can't pay as much as others, and partly due to racism on the part of the people smugglers themselves. When Alan's body was washed up on shore, the world finally sat up and paid attention. But for the thousands of Africans continuing to risk their lives to reach the UK, this attention means nothing. So why weren't the African infants' photos shared widely like Alan's? Is it that we're so used to seeing Africans dying that their lives are simply of less value to us? Yes, the newfound sympathy towards Syrian refugees should be applauded, but there is a real and imminent danger that it comes at a price. Those fleeing unlivable situations in Africa are being left behind, both in the public consciousness and by our government. The last thing our charity should do is divide those in need into two classes, those who we care about and those who we don't.